Kira. Welcome to Yoga with Kira, and this video is how to get started with yoga, mastering Surya, Namaskar, or Sun Salutations. So I'm going to take you through a couple of different styles of Sun Salutations today, and then how to build on those for your practice. So if you are short on time in the mornings, or you just want to squeeze in a yoga practice, this is a great way to do that. It doesn't take a lot of thinking. Once you do these flows a lot, your body knows how to move, and you will get most of the components of a yoga practice just in your Sun Salutations. So we'll go through forward bend, back bend, balancing pose, inversion, and then when we start to build on them, we can build in a couple of twists and side bends. So I'm going to take you through that today. Thanks so much for joining. Let's start with a short meditation. So closing the eyes down, coming into a seated position. Palms can be face down for grounding your energy. Palms can be face up for taking in energy. Perhaps there's something that you're manifesting or wanting to connect to bring into your life right now. Or if you've been feeling a bit scattered and you just want to ground down into your body, into your own energy. There is no right or wrong. We're going to start with a very simple breath, box breath. So we breathe in for a count of 4 through the nose. Hold for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out. 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop counting now. You keep that up at your own pace. We'll be here for a couple more minutes. Focusing on the movement of the breath, breathing deep into the belly, relaxing the shoulders and the jaw and the forehead, holding root lock if that's comfortable for you. Just a few more breaths like this. Focus on the breath. If thoughts are popping up, just tell them hello. Thank you for coming. I'll get back to you later. On your next inhale, drawing the thumbs to the sternum, hands in prayer, holding the breath gently at the top, relaxing the muscles of the belly, setting our intention for our practice today to just be in this moment, be open to whatever comes up as we move through our meditation, through our physical posture. And exhale if you haven't already, through the mouth with a sigh. Just take a couple of neck rolls here. This is the first time you're moving today. Your body might be a little stiff. And switching directions of the head if you haven't already. Just listening to the body. Feeling what areas are tight. Using the breath to gently open up those areas. And then just a few shoulder rolls here. Inhaling the shoulders up towards the ears, exhaling them down and away, nice big circles. And then taking the shoulders forward. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears, big exhale, drop them. Inhale up, exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale, let it relax, good. Gentle twist here, we'll take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, sitting up nice and tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale, gently twisting, looking towards the back of the room. One more deep inhale. Exhale to twist. Gently release, coming back to center. Everything moves together at one time. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Big inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale to twist. Notice if your pelvis is tipping, if you're arching in your low back. Try to gently tuck the pelvis. Nice long spine. Big exhale, twisting a tiny bit deeper. Gently releasing, coming back to center. Big inhale, reaching the arms up for the ceiling. And then exhale, just a nice forward fold here to open up through the back side of the body. Gentle opening through the glutes. Couple breaths here, letting the head hang nice and heavy. Gently roll up one vertebra at a time. Chin is the last thing to lift, stacking the skull over the rest of the spine. Good, and then we're gonna move straight into cat-cow. So I recommend doing this in every yoga class. Never forget to do it. Really good to warm up the spine. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists and hips are stacked directly over the knees. We take a big inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Nice arch in the spine here, and then exhale, draw the navel in, press away from the floor, coming into cat. Chin is tucked. We inhale, drop into cow, arching the spine, lifting the gaze. And then exhale into cat. Just go at your own pace here, following your breath, one movement. This is your practice. If your spine is feeling really warm, you can speed up the movement. All right, so now right or wrong. If you haven't already, I encourage you to speed this up just for a few breaths in and out for cat. Big, strong breaths through the nose. Big inhale, dropping into cow together, holding the breath. Exhale, pressing into cat, pressing all the air out, holding the air out, drawing that navel navel in, tucking the chin, hold, hold, hold. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. And then let's tuck the toes, press the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog. Be nice and gentle with yourself here. You may need to adjust, walk your hands out. You can gently bend one knee at a time, pedaling out the legs. You can gently shift the weight from side to side, opening up through the hips. Anything that feels good here. And then let's come back to just holding downward facing dog. We want to be reaching the crown of the head out towards where the hands are. We're not pressing the face really far down towards the mat. Okay, thinking about keeping our spine nice and straight. And then inhale, looking up towards the palms, coming up on the tippy toes. Walk, walk, walk up to the top of the mat for forward fold. And then you can grab either elbow here and then just gently rock from side to side, letting the head hang heavy. You can shake the head yes, shake the head no. Letting everything go, all of your expectations for the day. If you're just starting the day, you're letting anything go. If it's the end of your day, any little annoyances or frustrations that came up for you, just taking a big inhale. Exhale, let it out. Release the hands towards the mat. And then we're going to slowly, slowly, gentle bend in the knees here. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. There is no rush. Go as slow as you can. One vertebrae stacking over. And then the head is the last thing to rise up. Good job. That's our warm-up for today. We're gonna get started with Surya Namaskar A. And this is the Dharma style teaching. So we are going to be in Samastitihi. Okay, so Samastitihi, feet can be together or hip distance. I like to stand with them together. Palms are at heart center in prayer. We take a big inhale, reach the palms up towards the ceiling. Gentle back bend if that's comfortable for you. And then exhale to dive for the floor. Planting the hands, we step that right foot back and then gently lower the knee down. And then we're just gonna come onto the fingertips, lift the gaze, looking forward. Plant the palms, step the left foot back to meet the right. And then we're gonna lower down the knees and then the chest. And then the chin. This is a little back bend. It's called Ashtanga Namaskar. And then we inhale, slide the body forward, coming onto the belly, lifting the head, pressing into the palms, baby cobra. And then we're gonna exhale, press the body back, like we're gonna sit in child's pose. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And then we're gonna inhale, step that right foot up to the top of the mat. We drop the left knee down. Same thing, coming onto the fingertips, lifting the gaze. Planting the palms. Left foot is gonna step up to meet the right at the top of the mat. Palms come back into prayer. We inhale, rise all the way up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, dive for the floor. We're gonna do the same thing. This time the left foot steps back first, dropping the knee, lifting the gaze. Planting the palms, right foot steps back to meet the left. Ashtanga Namaskar, we drop the knees, bend the chest, bend the chin. Inhale, sliding forward onto the belly, coming into baby cobra. Exhale, pressing the booty back, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. We inhale, step that left foot up to the top of the mat, dropping the right knee down, lifting into a lunge. Planting the hands, right foot steps up to meet the left. Palms come together in prayer. We inhale and rise. And then exhale. Palms come to heart center. Good. It's as easy as that. So you can repeat that as many times as you need. I will take you through how to build on it and build into your lunges and your stretches, okay? So, palms are together at heart center. We inhale, rise. Little back bend. Exhale, diving to the floor. Planting the palms, right foot steps back. We drop the knee down just like we did before. We lift into our lunge. This time, you're gonna place the top of that right foot flat onto the floor and lift into a lunge just like this. Now, building here. If you're new to yoga, your back isn't super flexible, or this is already a really deep stretch, just stay right here. If, however, you want to take this stretch up a notch, we're going to inhale, place the palms to the low back, gentle back bend here, engaging everything. And notice I'm not sinking really, really deeply into my hips. I'm using that little forward tuck of my pelvis to increase the stretch of my right quad. So we're here. If this is enough, stay here. Or interlace the fingers, place them behind the head. Elbows are out. You can stay here, or we take the hands into Kali Mudra, and then we inhale and reach up and over. Gentle back bend. This is called Kapyasana. Big inhale, and then we exhale, plant the palms, left foot steps back to meet the right, and then we come into Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, sliding the belly forward, lifting the gaze, baby cobra. Exhale, pressing back into downward facing dog. We're gonna step that right foot up to the top of the mat, drop the left knee down, work on stretching the other side. So we lift into our lunge, come onto the top of that left foot, catching our balance here. This is a balancing pose, can be challenging at first. Taking the hands to the low back, opening up through the chest here. Gaze is just gently in front of you, or if you're opening for a back bend, just gently looking upwards. Interlacing the fingers, taking them head to head, elbows are out. Squeezing the muscles between the shoulder blades. And then finally, taking the hands forward, Kali Mudra, inhaling, reaching up and over, Kapyasana. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping that right foot back, we'll press into downward facing dog. Looking up to the top of the mat, coming up onto the tiptoes, and then walking your way up to the top of the mat. Hands come together in prayer. We inhale, rise, little back bend. And then exhale, returning the hands to heart center in Salutation. Connecting to the breath. Big exhale. Good. So, those are Sun Salutations in the style of Dharma yoga. I will take you through, if you've done yoga classes before, you may have done Sun Salutations in the Ashtanga style. So I'll take you through that now. And then you can just choose whichever you like best, or you can mix and match. So, we're going to start in mountain pose, similar to Salutation. Feet are hip distance, my hands are out to either side, fingers are spread, palms face forward. Mountain pose. This is a grounding pose. Closing the eyes down. We inhale, reach the hands up above the head, no back bend here. Exhale to dive forward, forward fold. And then we inhale and come into halfway lift. So my palms come to my shins. My back is nice and straight. My gaze is still at the floor. Therefore, I'm elongating through my spine, through my head. Exhale to fold. And then we plant the hands and we are going to step back into high plank. Right foot back and then left foot back. Now we're going to take chaturanga. You can visit my How to Master Chaturanga video if you'd like to strengthen. We'll take the first one on our knees, so we'll drop to our knees. We shift the weight forward over the wrists, slowly lower, 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 lower. I'm hovering over the ground. Everything is engaged. And then we're gonna inhale, press up, my belly never touched the ground. You can come into high cobra just like this, or we lift the knees off the ground, and now we're in upward facing dog. Then we exhale and press back into downward facing dog. Good work. Big inhale, look up towards the top of the mat. You can walk or you can hop up to the top of the mat, forward fold, and then we inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, bending through the knees, lifting the fingertips nice and tall. And then we exhale and return to mountain pose. So that is Surya Namaskar A in the Ashtanga style. So you can do that as many times as you like. Let's flow through that just a couple more times together. One breath, one movement. Feet are hip distance in mountain pose. Inhale, reaching the fingertips high. Exhale, diving for the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Planting the hands, stepping or hopping back into high plank. Lowering onto the knees if you need to. Shifting the weight forward. Slowly lowering chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of the mat, walking or hopping up to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up for the ceiling. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Planting the hands, stepping or hopping back into plank. Shifting the weight forward, slowly lowering chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of the mat, walking or hopping up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, lifting the fingertips for the sky. Exhale, coming back to mountain pose. Good work. We're gonna build on that just one more time. Surya Namaskar B. We start in mountain pose. Inhale, reach the fingertips for the sky. Exhale, we're gonna sit back into chair pose. Ideally, feet together, but if it doesn't work, if your hips are wide or that hurts your knees, you can take the feet hip distance, that's fine. We're in chair just like this. And again, I'm gently tucking my tailbone down so that it's reaching actively for the mat. I'm not letting my hips tuck like this. I'm not sticking my booty out and arching my back, okay? Engaging the muscles of the abdomen, of the pelvic floor. Big inhale, exhale. See if you can sit a little bit deeper. Open through the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Planting the hands, stepping or hopping back to high plank. Shifting the weight forward. Slowly lowering chaturanga dandasana. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. And then we're gonna inhale. Step that right foot up, the top of the mat. We're gonna gently start to lift our body up, engaging the abdomen. We're gonna turn that left foot to a 45-degree angle, and then we lift into warrior one. If you need to widen this stance a little bit to make it easier on your hips, ideally, we want both of our hips. If I had headlights on my hips, they would be shining directly forward. So if you need to widen your stance to help with that, do that now. Warrior one. Big inhale, and then exhale, planting the hands, stepping that left foot back to meet the right. If you're getting tired, you can press straight into downward facing dog. If you'd like to take another vinyasa, we shift the weight forward, slowly lower. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Meeting in downward facing dog, taking a breath. Inhale, stepping that left foot up to the top of the mat. Turning the right foot to 45 degrees. Lifting from the torso. Relaxing the shoulders. Gazes forward. Warrior one on the other side. Again, that back right foot is at a 45-degree angle. Big inhale, and then exhale, planting the hands, stepping that left foot back. Again, you can go straight into down dog, or you can take another vinyasa. Just depends how much of a workout you want today. There is no right or wrong. So we're all in downward facing dog. We're gonna inhale, look up towards the hands, walk or hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach those arms up like a lever. We reach the arms and we sit the booty back, coming into chair. Big inhale, taking those hands to prayer position. Taking a breath here. Inhaling. And then we're gonna exhale, take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee and a little gentle twist. Pressing into both palms, opening up through the spine, really rooting down through the feet. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. So you'll see here, I'm nice and stacked. My shoulders are stacked. Notice if your right knee is jutting out in front of your left. Try to pull that back. Hips are in alignment. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. And then when we rise to the top, you're going to grab your right wrist with your left hand, just like so. And we're gonna exhale, reach over to the left-hand side, gently pulling, not too hard, just very gentle, letting your weight guide the stretch. Inhale up to center, switch your grip, right hand grabs the left wrist, and then we gently open up through that left side. Shoulders are relaxed. Big inhale, back up to center. Exhale, releasing the arms down. Good. All right, the last component of any yoga practice that we always want to integrate is corpse pose or Shavasana, everyone's favorite. So we're standing right now, we're going to make our way down to lying. So we're in mountain pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. We're going to step the right foot back and then step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. We're going to take the knees nice and wide. Sit back into a child's pose. forehead to the ground. Just a couple of breaths here, in and out. Gently pressing into the palms, gently pressing our way up, slowly stacking one vertebrae over another, coming up to seated, and then you're just gonna sit off to one side. Now, if you wanted to do more of a workout, we did plenty of poses that integrated abdominal work, but if you wanted to do some targeted abdominal work before settling into Shavasana, you can always integrate boat pose here. So you do want to try to integrate seated poses into your practice. This is a seated pose and an abdominal work pose. You can do nice little variations like dropping one toe at a time or both pose at a time. Boat pose is called Navasana. Okay, you don't have to do this today. If we're ready to relax into Shavasana, we're going to gently roll down one vertebrae at a time, taking up some space on the mat. You can stretch your legs out completely. You can take reclined Supta Baddha Konasana, which is soles of the feet touching, knees out wide. Take up some space as you settle here. Palms face up. You can grab a blanket if you'd like to warm yourself. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Letting our practice integrate fully. Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you'd like to close out your practice now, and gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, turn the wrists and the ankles in small circles, bringing gentle movement back into the body. The left knee in towards the chest, and then take it across the body for a twist, nice and gentle. Both shoulders should still be making contact with the ground. Inhale back to center, taking the right knee in towards the chest, and then taking it across the body, twisting on the other side. Back to center, and then just rolling on to your right side into a little fetal position, settling into the earth. Feeling the support from Mother Earth, always there, always supporting you, always holding you with her divine grace and wisdom. And when you're ready, pressing into your left palm, gently pressing your way back up into a seated position. Whatever is most comfortable for you, whether that be cross-legged or kneeling. Let's take the hands to heart center in prayer. And just taking a moment to come back to your breath. Noticing any shifts in your energy. If you're feeling more calm, relaxed, connected, grateful. Showering yourself with love and gratitude for taking this time just for yourself today on your mat. You, your body, your breath coming together in divine movement and meditation. And knowing that the yoga really starts to work the second you step off the mat. Do you take what you learn here out into the world with you every day in each of your actions, spreading love and light and compassion to all. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for joining me in yoga today. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely day. Good luck with all of your sun salutations. Like, subscribe, comment, ask questions. I appreciate you so much. Bye.